People, good evening. I haven't played for 3-4 days, and I forgot where I was. This is the village. We have a bunch of stuff to do now in the village.
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be.
Will I ever do another Baldur's Gate 3 run? Chances for that to happen are very low. Not in this lifetime. 99% sure about it.
Oh, really? And what exactly did he tell you? That the man in the cage is a monster? That he deserves death? No? Cole isn't like that. This isn't who he is. Something's poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers. One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone. Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice. Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realized everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking. It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness. That must have caused his fever, his insanity. Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Frang brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats. I was in a strange place. Dark. Full of fog. Eerie. I was trying to find him. I called out, but no one answered. I was alone in the night, and then I kept falling, and falling, and falling. And then I woke up. We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
It's nuts. Arspire. Protective runes for the entire city and the village. Seems like. It's not like only for Baldur's Gate 3 will ever replay Baldur's Gate 3. Most of the games I'll probably never replay. Or if it happens, I'll be like 45, 46. So I can't promise anything, to be honest. Especially starting off from September. I'll have to pick my game smart, what I'm gonna stream, what I'm gonna play, and what I'm gonna create content for. Cause I won't have much time. Maybe I can extract like 60-20 hours per week. So every 7 days maybe I can dedicate myself to the channel 60-20 hours. So that's like what? 20 to 80 hours a month. What I would do in 3 days, now it's gonna take me a month.
Buy something or bugger off. Unless you've already bought from Orla. Then just bugger off.
And when I say I'm gonna pick it smart, what is gonna be? I'll dedicate time towards Eternal Lucius, upcoming Eternal Lucius, towards Silksong, towards new season of Path of Exile 2, Solasta 2, Dark Heresy 2. Those 5 games, I'll do them like I always do games, basically, but I won't have time for anything else.
Pursue potential customers. Listen here, pal. Clearly you don't understand how trading works in a place like this. I've no idea where you come from, but here, it's the potential customer who needs to pursue the vendor. And that vendor decides to sell to them, or not. It's the vendor who makes the decision, not the other way around. How many people here do you think are offering to exchange goods for coins? I'll tell you, not bloody many. Yeah, Orla, a woman merchant from the Keep. Go on, try giving her your money. I bet she'll just shortchange you and call it a day. She has no wit and no finesse when it comes to trading.
Also, I'll see to find time for the new In Exile game. Clockwork something. I forgot the name of the game. I'll try to find time for that one as well.
Long enough to know what sells. Not that I'd mind having a wider selection, but people here don't need much. Then there's the refugees. For now, sooner or later they'll run out of money. They don't have any way to earn it since no one wants. They'll get kicked out, or they'll just leave and not come back.
Someone going to stop you?
Yeah, I get it. Shit. Can't speak with them now because they're sleeping. Okay. Noita is great. I played Noita, although I only played it for like 5-6 hours. But yeah, it's great. Old game. I mean, it's already old. We can buy a wooden villa. Не знам откъде го стои. Не уминал. Not a big village. See the tavern. Why would you ever play Battlefield? As refugees in the end.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag. My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my husband, a very important cloth merchant. But surely you must have heard about our family. Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. I am famed amongst Camelot's courtiers for throwing the most magnificent feasts. Well, my Duncan is here on business, of course. A very important contract with the Lightkeepers. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the South, and I've heard so much about its wild, untamed beauty. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell! It's like stale fish and sweat. Hopefully I don't have to suffer it much longer. Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here who would run a small errand for me? Oh, nothing major. You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea. It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? No offense, but I can't keep living in a filthy room at an inn. When I asked the innkeeper to draw me a bath, he brought me a bucket. A bucket! Can you imagine? Finally, someone sympathetic to my plight. My Duncan has been heartless about it. He's going on about how I was the one who wanted to come here. He told me to deal with it. Can you believe that? The nerve of the man. Fine. The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly, if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid! I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical, to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
Everything is still in here.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I have tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer? You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon. Oh, biding my time, until a brave adventurer with a death wish comes along and asks if there's anything they can help me with. Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child? In one of my books, I found a reference to a certain object, a figure most likely, which had the ability to dispel the wordness like a min-hair can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal? Summarize? Oh, my dear child. Oh, do you really think you'd be handed everything on a silver platter? You're not as vain and conceited as certain ladies from House Mocon. You should be grateful you can learn history from eyewitness accounts. No, I'm not going to summarize the last voyage of Andraste for you, and don't ask me again, unless you want to make me very angry. And they say young people don't want to learn anything.
You gotta realize Baldur's Gate 3 was done for the wider audience. For the majority of world, not for the CRPG players. And yes, you can finish the game without proper builds, without proper gear, without leveling, without whatever. Okay. It's more... I can't call it a book. It's a social dating simulator movie. Then it's RPG, and at the end it's a CRPG. Unfortunately, that's the order for the Baldur's Gate 3. And no, I won't replay Baldur's Gate 3. I just don't have time. Even if I did, I would rather play something else. Like Super Meat Boy, maybe. Whatever. Just not Baldur's Gate 3. I had very high expectations out of Baldur's Gate 3. Act 1 was fine, and then everything went to shit. God forbid when you enter Baldur's Gate. Complete chaos. I never seen a bigger chaos than Baldur's Gate. Šta je bre? Šta? Gde si? 1 second. Šta je bilo? Šta? Šta ti je? Šta bekećeš? Šta hoćeš? Šta je? Što izvodiš? Što ti pitam? Si normalan? Šta je? Šta mr? Šta je? Šta hoćeš? Ajde, ponaši se. Ponaši se. Budi normalan. Što me zezaš ti mene? Trolu. And when I said Super Meat Boy is a great game. I have nothing against Super Meat Boy. It's a masterpiece. For its genre, it's a masterpiece.
Who are you? Another refugee? This place is already crawling with your lot. It's like a Camelosian privy after a feast. In my day, you only saw old familiar faces round here. And maybe we didn't all love each other. But a local is a local. It was easier to share with others, even when you didn't have much. A problem? No. No problem, just rambling to myself. But now that I look at you, sure enough, you don't look like one of them.
Video. Šta je? Let me. Oh yeah. 1 second. Nema ništa. Oh.
I don't know. But you could put something on the table, and then maybe we can talk. Thank you. That's better. We used to come here, the three of us. Me, Berg, and Finley. But lately, something's gotten into Berg, and it all kinda fell apart. Hell knows what happened. One day he just stopped talking to us. We went to his house to get him, but he only cursed a blue streak at us. Say, mate, do you feel like talking to an old obla? I feel bad for him, but I've got no more patience. And Finley? Let's just say Finley's no good at this stuff. Now you're talking. Ever since he got so maudlin, Berg usually sits alone by the sea.
Like quite literally 1 million NPCs in the end. And it's night. I can imagine during the day.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots.
They need to, you know, this game, because I remember the narrative when I played 4 days ago, and everyone strictly says how everyone is eating fish and fish only, and how they gonna go insane from eating fish, and occasionally they eat meat, venison, when the hunter gets out and grabs them the meat. But inside the city and inside the village, you can buy whiskey, mead, wine, beer, bread, pancakes, eggs. So that should not be available in a shop. And you should not be able to find those things in the city or in the village, because it breaks the narrative. They only need, I don't know, Caesar salad, and that's it. Every cupboard has a beef, or ale, or meat, cheese. They got fucking everything, okay? And the commander is like, we live on fish for 90 days, or whatever. I haven't seen fish though. And they live on fish.
No, I don't recall anything like that. But that means... No. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found
I
out
hate
about
fish
it.
as well.
Sigi,
No matter what type of fish.
taken by a fever. Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to... Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon. Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boy, he was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the... Nope.
Oi, Noel!
What if I pulled Excalibur from that stone, but it broke, but only at the tip? Would I still get to be king, or not?
You're so daft, Randall. Some magical lass living in a lake gave the king the sword when he broke his own bashing four-armed skulls.
So, the one in the stone, what's that called? It's not Excalibur, is it?
Nah, the one in the stone was called, don't know. Sword in the stone, I guess.
Sod it, whatever. So, if I pulled the sword in the stone from the, stone, and it broke, but only a little, would I still get to be king?
What? No. You'd have to pull out all of it. Only the one who pulls out the sword gets to be king, yeah? Not the one who pulls out a bit of the sword.
Wait, but if you have a sword and it breaks, do you tell everyone that you have a sword, or that you have a piece of the sword? Besides, you can always take it to the smith and he can fix a new tip.
But if he fixes a new tip, it won't be the same sword.
Are you off your knocker? How's it not the same sword? So, what is it now? A plowshare?
A shit share.
Listen, just listen to me. You've got it all wrong. You've got a sword, right? And then the tip breaks off, so you attach a new one, right? But then, let's just say it breaks again.
That's one shitty sword you have there.
Now, listen to me. Now, damn it. It breaks off, so you fix it with a new piece again. And then it happens again, and again, and again. Until you finally get yourself a whole new blade from the smith. So get this, if the whole blade was replaced, is it still the same sword?
Well, no, it isn't.
There you have it. You just need to be, what's the word? Rational.
Fine. Now let's have a drink. My throat's drier than a priestess purse.
See, now you sound rational.
Better writing than in Skyrim. That's for sure.
Oi, you're not from around here, are you? Come on, sit down and tell me something about the world out there. Now that I believe. Everywhere's a mess, even here. I remember when we were held in the same regard as Camelot. Look at us now, not taken in wimps. It's nothing like the old days. Don't even get me started. Fergus always claims he's busy, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what he actually does. Probably just pretends to work. I talk to Riderick from the museum sometimes, but that one's a real know-it-all. We always end up arguing about how things used to be. If you ask me, they're all just as bad as each other. It's never gonna be the same again. My brothers are gone, and I'm left here, all alone. Huh? Of course I do. In my day, it wasn't sunken. It was a beautiful, lively place. Pilgrims would visit the All-Mother's Temple and Excalibur, and end up in the village. It broke my heart when I heard about the flooding. They say the Druids caused it, but who really knows? It doesn't matter now, who did or didn't do what. It's over, that's all. We had a beautiful tradition. Choosing new keepers was done differently back then. You had to lie down and sleep in a special spot, but that's all I'm gonna say. Now go on, leave me, like
Keep
everyone
in a
else.
special spot. I guess we're done with the inn as well. Third keeper.
Can't you take a hint?
Okay, man, I guess it's daylight. Yep. Oh shit, that's bright. For sale.
What do you want? Ha! Guess he's got nobody else to get pissed with. Finley never liked drinking alone with him. Titan tends to get into one of his moods. And? What? That's all? You're bothering me just because that old rascal is sitting alone in the inn with nobody to natter to. You people, bugger off.
How do you ask me like that? What are the good games you play right now? New games? Or whatever? Because if it's whatever, there's plenty of games that are worth playing. But if it's only 2025, it's a goddamn short list. Very short list. It's never been shorter. This year is tedious. 50 wood to repair the deck. Did I find all of that wood?
Maybe the fish aren't always...
What? What? How dare you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration? Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture. Thank you. For them. You are from nowhere. Take those flowers away. Burn them. Throw them in a cauldron. Whatever. Be careful.
Drinking buddies. That's God knows where. Holy shit. I don't know from where to start now. We need to get out of the city, finally.
Bloody hell, look at this! The old place is in a shed. They do nothing but shuffle around, stare at walls, and sleep under leaking roofs. Can't even hammer a nail. I'm telling you, if I was still working here, this place wouldn't be falling apart. But I'm not.
Yeah, huge game.
Shite. I can't even stand to look at it, let alone live here. And who are you? What you want? You another one of Durar's freeloaders? I bloody knew it. Retirement my arse. It's shit. Never a moment of peace. At least when I was still working, there was always something to do. So, one day my boy got it into his stupid head that old goodbye. They're all telling me I should do something about it, or else I'm done for. I'll be dead as a doornail in no time. Like hell I will. I'm still here, ain't I? I've served my time. I've lived me life. And now you can all kiss my ass. Listen, they wanted Heber, that
healer from the keep to come here. He did. They wanted him to look me over. He did. Then he just threw up his hands, mumbled something to himself, and hell, I should have been an healer. Wouldn't mind going around being a pain in everyone's arse for a living. These herbs. No idea what they're for. Eva said he doesn't know what's wrong with me, so there's no illness. I'm fit as a fit. Good thing that at least the one guy who hangs around, Finley's the name. Yeah, right. He'd better focus on his job. You sure have a lot of questions. Grab me a... Hold on. Finley is not my caregiver. He's my helper at my... Hey, first of all, I'm not a cripple who needs a decrepit dimwit running round after. Secondly, do you know the problem with having a helper who's mute? He doesn't bloody talk. I mean, it's not all bad. At least I don't have to listen to even more bullshit. He puffs up like a marshmallow every time he tries to say something. But I don't understand shit. What's got you so nosy? Pour me a drink, and I might open up. That's what he says anyway. But yeah, he's my blood. Eager like me, and look at that bulbous nose. Won't this so much clearly mine? But I ain't gonna talk with a stranger. It's like half the blighters here don't have working peckers, or they've never even touched a woman. Oh, so many. You see, back in the day, being a keeper was a serious business. Now, don't even get me started. Nowadays, lads get brought here by their own kin when they've had enough of them, or they think the Orns can hide them from the law. No, back in my day, there was none of this scum. I came here to serve. My girl cried when I left her, but I've always known this is where I wanted to be. How was I supposed to know she had a bloody bun in the oven? By the time the wean was born, I was already planning the lighthouse's construction.
Bun in the oven.
Heck knows what he came here for. That's not my problem anymore, and I don't stick my nose in anyone else's business. Oh, so man. I'm starting to like you, stranger. And trust me, it's been a long time since I liked, well, anybody. I liked me brothers in arms back in my glory days. Good lads, every damn one of them. Tough as nails, loyal to a fault. A kind of men you'd want beside you in the darkest holes of Avalon. But they're gone now, all of them. The old captain got it in his head to send us down to rediscover some mouldy tunnels under the keep. Damn fool mission that was. We went in together, but I was the only one to come back out. I can still see all their faces when I close my eyes.
There's a dungeon under the keep.
Loss it was, but I'm still here. Why the sudden interest? Maybe if you bring... Those tunnels, right. Well, me and the lads went down there to check if we could repurpose them under the Orns. Damn fool mission that. But here wasn't just some empty caves. There were monsters, straight out of Age of Legends. Sick stuff. Stuff that get under your skin. Looked like... hell. Memories all twisted up now. Like a bloody nightmare mixed with shadows that don't belong. Want to know more? Speak with Fergus. He's in charge of this shit show now. Now, peace, you say. Problem is, sometimes I think they never died. Bloody bastards. I swear I wanted to go back and retrieve their bodies. But our late captain, like Grindelows piss on his grave, forbade me from going back. But when I drink, I usually pass out. And then I don't remember my dreams. So, I drink. My brothers did...
All along the watchtower, we got Jimi Hendrix. I mean, it's not Hendrix's song. he reworked the song. It's Dylan's song. I like Hendrix's version more though. Here's the deck. Bunch of quests here. Oh. The city. What is here? Bloody hell, there's more of this village. I thought I was done.
I hope Kate isn't making Morris do anything horrible. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we? What a nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the rude keeper, and now poor Cole's locked up in a cage. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were their age.
How do I like the game so far? Is it worth playing and so on? I like it more than Oblivion, Skyrim, and Fallout. Because it's the similar genre, that's how I can compare. I'm not speaking about Skyrim, Oblivion, and Fallout with mods, but vanilla versions, it's better. I don't have high opinion though about Oblivion, Skyrim, and Fallout without mods. I think the game is ground solid. From what I've seen so far, 8 out of 10 I guess, give or take, but it's a good game.
I'm sorry, dear. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm still not used to all this. You see, I was born in Little Grove and thought I would live out the rest of my life there, working in the orchards in the mornings and drinking warm cider with... We never wanted to see the world. I guess sometimes the world doesn't give us a choice, does it?
I also believe it's better than New Vegas. The setting of the game, the overall atmosphere of the game is better. You know, because of King Arthur. Just better setting. Darker. I would say the game is more immersive. It's full with secrets. hidden quests, hidden loot, hidden encounters, boss fights resemble Souls-likes.
That's what people say, but I never agreed. I weathered many storms with my Morris, coming out stronger each time. Avalon taught us to cherish the little joys of our everyday life. Without those lessons, we wouldn't have survived what happened to our village.
Now, from my point of view as well, I like serious, darker games, and this game is very serious, and it's very dark at the same time.
Little Grove was raided by bandits, a local gang that had been terrorizing the area for months, growing in numbers with each raid. Their leader, Bald Kate they called her, somehow got hold of a branding iron used to mark outlaws. After pillaging a village, she'd brand some men and women of her choosing. That way, Kate made sure nobody would ever help them, and that they'd have no choice but to turn to her if they wanted to survive. My Morris used to be a skilled tanner. I guess that's why she picked... Yes,
Evening, good evening, people.
He wanted to run with me, but he was still feverish after the branding. I was worried he'd die on the road. Now, I don't have many kind words for Kate, but she doesn't like her efforts to go to waste. As long as he stayed, she'd make sure he was healed. I hated leaving him there, and I hate to think of what she's making him do, but I hope he's at least still alive. Of course I did, right after I got here. The only answer I got was that they're aware of the bandit problem and are dealing with it. But I've heard rumors that the gate is always shut, and the keepers are forbidden to leave.
What's happening in September? I won't be available as I used to be. That's what's happening. As I said, 20 to 80 hours per month. I'll be online for 20 to 80 hours per month.
Look at me, love. I'm just an old woman. I've lived a quiet life, never learned any skills Kate would find useful. She has no need for useless mouths to feed, and Morris, well, he didn't want me to stay anyway. He said we'd find our way back to each other, but I'm starting to fear we'll have to wait for another life. From what I've heard, they decided to stay in Little Grove for a while, drinking my cider to the last drop, no doubt. Not like they have to worry about the authorities. The only ones we saw were the Camelot tax collectors that came by once a year. Other than that, not a uniform in sight since I... Oh, Mother bless you, my dear. That's all I could ask for. A dream? Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Stay...
Branded and exiled. What the? These are refugees. Away from the village.
The sun doesn't rise the same anymore. Still here, still breathing.
Checks.
You've come to put... sorry. Just a bit of grim humor. You know, about what's been happening. Such a mess, isn't it? Cola's all right, and Beatrice, what a shame. Such a fine girl. Anyway, I'm Ellis. Nice... Aye, there was a dream. Strangest bloody thing out of all the strange shite I've seen. When we woke up, we realised that every one of us had a weird night. I was out in the wild. I had this feeling like something was chasing me. But it was Col who really had it rough. Poor sod was moping around afterwards like he'd been hit by a sack of bricks.
Not worry about it, Rich. As you can see, I can barely find 3 hours to stream.
No, he didn't talk to me or anyone else in the group. Guess he didn't want us to worry. Yes and no, to be honest. See, Cole has always been quick to anger, especially when things went sour. And back then, an awful lot of things were going to shite. But this time, I don't know. It felt different. He didn't even bother chatting with Betrayed. Right. I admitted to them that I'd fallen asleep. My eyelids felt like they weighed a ton, and before I knew it, I was out. Maybe it's stupid, but I had this strange feeling, like something was inviting me into that dream of it. Don't ask me why. Feels mad just talking about it now, but, well, we were all dead tired, so it's probably just that. Well, I'm Ellis. Goldsmithing is my life and passion. When I hold tools and make beautiful things. So, I was working as a goldsmith in a group of, let's call them, you wanna... Ah, come on. They were just people. We went to Timberwall. The gang wanted to rob some merchant's house. We hauled then. One night they broke in. They gave me a couple of days. After I was finished, I dressed myself all nice. Went to that merchant's house and... You know what? Of course I would! And when I...
Thought I'd be I've already told you I'm not going anywhere. Oh. I don't know you.
You could have chosen a better time to come here.
Well, at least...
What?
The people are making a fuss, so a dream is just a dream. My boy Frang and I came here with the other. But Frang is a good lad. Found the poor. He's young.
Something happened.
Frang doesn't know dream. Frang calls them visions. And yes, Frang had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded by wolves. They were no aggressive, so Frang felt no fear. It was they who feared Frang. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I didn't reach the end. The vision stopped. Now, Frang waits for the next one, to see what's ahead.
I'm not from anywhere. Frang is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald.
Frang was never a dull reader. Not without a name.
And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Frang. Years ago. He's a good man. Frang cannot be a dull Riada. His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. Conquer. Wolf. Strong. Important name. A place without a leader. As I see it, there are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leader. And it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names... Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home.
But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis? He's funny. I like him. Rawson? I know nothing. Frank never met the keep, but the unnamed boy did. Once, a few. The keepers approached the camp of the boy's people, but I'm Frank.
Idiots here. Back to the city.
Yes, that story goes. The last owner, Keeper Galen, threw himself into the sea one stormy night. Some folks whisper of curses or restless spirits, but I say it's just talk. The captain put it up for sale ages ago, but no one's had. If you're thinking of buying it, go for it. Make it your home. No play.
I haven't played for 3 days. I need to remember where NPC is. That's the one for the father.
He told that tale about the tunnels more times than I can count. To anyone who'll listen. But these, to him, those old friends of his were everything. They meant more than his own son, that's for sure. He'd go on and on about it. If I'd been there, if I'd gone with them, he won't. Sometimes I think that if Fergus had let him go into those tunnels and meet the same end as his brothers, he might have found his... It's no secret. He's just an old, bitter man who hates the entire world. And I'm a part of it, so... keep your...
I can say I've been everywhere. See, we can unlock those dungeons under the castle here. That would be great. I want to play one dungeon. If not that one, we got caves at the very start of the island.
You're back! Hi!
I got the documents.
I told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay... Yes? You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh. Oh, you're serious. I understand. For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me? Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time.
200 XP.
Not exactly. But since we're mates now, I suppose a few of us had a little gambling ring. Not the winnings aren't much use to me anymore, so if you're interested, I'll tell you where I stashed here. Just mind the waves.
Yeah, in the sea.
Ooh, Ern, Armand, and Richt. Haven't seen them in a long while, so a cunning butt. Oh, yeah. You need something? So the bitch understood the meaning, yes? I'm glad. They should all be scared shitless. Even more so after Cole got what he deserved. Congratulations on your powers of observation. Those vagrants should know that since they live on our dime, they also live by our mercy. I can do anything to them, and they can't do shit. My plan was perfect. It's necessary. And I don't have to explain myself to you.
You're from nowhere. So, you're nobody. Become a keeper, and you'll have the right to punch me in the face. But, as it is, you'd only get thrown in jail for starting a fight with a keeper.
The refugees are a tumor on the healthy body of the Horns of the South. Remember this, and make wise decisions. Didn't expect... Keep pushing.
Only the captain left. There is the roots of knowledge as well. Let's see what's that. To drink a potion. Or no, what is this? I'm Mateo again.
Owen. Yes, he's my best. Heck no. You should have seen Owen 20 years ago. He was sharp as a pin. And if you wanted something, you went to Owen. And he always found a... Politics. What else? Owen survived 3 captains. One was terribly lazy. He just sat there like moss on a log and did jack shit. That frustrated Owen. Then there was another one. He was afraid of everything. So all he did was kiss Camelot's ass. And that blocked Owen's ideas to do something meaningful with his fish shack. And when it was finally Brandon's turn, Owen was already fed up with all this. It's funny, isn't it? First captain who doesn't mind introducing new ideas, and our local revolutionary has given up already. So now he just putters around in his little garden trying to find some peace in the twilight of his life.
Right here. Should be. No, it's not. It's on a wall.
Stay quiet, stay safe. And? Maybe you're not hopeless after all. Look, I'll give you some seeds and a free plot to grow whatever you want. In exchange, you'll let me have some...
Special seeds. Seeds to sow. Grow time 36 hours. Plant seeds as well here. Let's see the captain. Or the commander, whatever. All along the watchtower. Holy shit. Flezio and I spoke with Beatrice. Her husband is locked in a cage in the village.
I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. Mahone's condition worsens with each passing night. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective is exactly what we need. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and ideally, the solutions.
What about the tunnels?
Captain Hagen? Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the Age of Legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say. Yes, it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk. If you're mad enough to try, then by all means go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose.
All along the watchtower, we got a key to the dungeons. And I wanna do it. We're gonna do the dungeons. It sounds fun. Where is it? All along the watchtower. We're gonna do that shit. Just to finish the convo here, we're going down.
Yes? Did you... Why not?
And we got a cemetery as well. First... we do all along the watchtower. Let's go down into the dungeon. Let's see what it is. The crypt. Hope I'm ready for this crap. There is no map. That's so. No. Ex-keepers. Diseased. Turned into undead. Holy shit. Big dungeon. Entire HP. Probably vulnerable to fire. Gonna be rough. Very rough. 5 of these tags. Or we can miss completely. Should have been a hit. These things hurt. They really, really hurt. Five. Last floor. Like, come on! Fucking earth is this shit. Probably a boss. Krokma. Yo, level up. Solid amount of XP, 900. Ring of protection. Spine break. Ancient Knight's breastplate. Nice. I did expect a bigger dungeon, to be honest, under the castle, but it was fine. Is it done? Clear the dungeon, collected the tags, report back from the gear. Spinebreaker is +1, and it's strength endurance build, which I kinda wanna play, yeah. It ignores enemies' blocks. Ooh. Two-handed mace, hammer, whatever. 4/4. What am I? 3. I can wield a hammer, man. I got 2 levels. Just to level up. Gonna be great. And the other one is newest all what it is. And I found an armor. And the ring. So what's with the bag? We stole. Why not sorting out? Ancient Knight's breastplate. 8 to endurance. Increase armor by 1. Up we go. Wanna level up, equip the hammer. Too bad I immediately, I mean, on the last stream I found the X. The X is great, but hammer is just straight up better. Way much better. And it ignores blocks. There's a lot of enemies in a game that block. Sounds good to me. Plus I'll get the XP for finishing the quest. I might get 3 points. So we go up straight endurance strength. If I find something better, I can always reset. It's like 1500 silver. You reset the build if you want to play something different. I haven't spent a single crafting resource to upgrade weapons or armor. He's inside and he's sleeping. Let's level up. So he's at strength, endurance. I can equip the hammer. And from the skill tree, I got 2 points. %5 chance to stun, 50% chance to deal critical damage if the target is below 30% of HP. Each enemy within a radius of 5 meters increases your physical damage by 10. Increase attack speed for each consecutive two-handed hit by 2% up to 10. Lifesteal. Decrease stamina cost for each consecutive two-handed hit by 4% up to 20. Each enemy killed increases damage by 5% up to 50. Any healing will reset the counter. Max stamina increase. Increase damage for every 1% for every 10 points of missing maximum health. That's for later on. What about stamina? 7 max stamina. Taking damage restores stamina. Killing restores stamina. I took movement. Dash regenerates faster. Dash costs less stamina. There is the attack speed as well. Stealth as well. Critical chance by 2%. Critical hits, 20% chance to fully restore stamina. Apply bleed on crit. Damage reduction. Practicality healing. Food regenerates more health. Increase armor value. So what to do now? I like practicality here as well. There is crafting and trading. more profit on selling. %10 chance for additional dish. Durable fishing rods. Recycle. Arrows. Weapons. You can no longer craft weak items. Crafted items reduce weight by 1 level. Catch a bigger fish. Fueling campfire with eternal cobwebs is 50% cheaper. This is extremely good in practicality here. Armor is also good for statuses. Active status, they take more damage. Crafting and trading is great. Stun is also nice. Deal critical damage, 50% chance if the target is below 30% health. We go with that because I can one-shot bosses. If I get lucky. For now. I think that's good. Recover strength, prepare for new challenges. We rest until 850, 750. The quest, equip the hammer. We got a new one, spine breaker. Better damage, ignore enemy blocks. Nice. See if I can put it on, what is it, +1? Put it on +2 maybe. Need a blacksmith for that. Tunnels are safe.
You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable?
What's the game I'm playing? Something like a hybrid of Skyrim and Souls-like. I'll see what I'm gonna do with leveling. I still don't know what I'm gonna do.
Aye, that it does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's being dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the Keep owes you for this. And what about Goban's friends? Did you find any trace of them? Give those to Goban, if you haven't yet. He's restless. But maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
Goban is far away, yeah. All along the watchtower. We're gonna TP. I like the hammer. It's gonna be great. Shit, I should have upgraded the weapon first. Whatever.
You went down there and came back with their tag. Damn. Didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now. Or so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, so let's... Did I? I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't count. But maybe I did say that. I started cozying up to a bottle the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I make good on my word. For them. For me. This old fool is done with the boot. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. The guts to go down there, and you brought...
2000 XP.
Because of you.
Nice. Oh, now to the blacksmith. And then we're gonna roam around. Probably I'll go in a cave here at the start. Then I'm going here. Then I'm gonna go here. Need to cut wood to repair the deck as well. And of course everything that's undiscovered here. That's quite a lot. Where's the blacksmith? See if I can put the hammer on +2, +3. I don't even know how it works.
What a night.
No. But that's shish. Upgrade handcraft, attach a relic. On a spine breaker. Add a relic slot for 500. And then I can attach weapons deal additional 10% damage. Weapon now applies burning. Let's go with burning. Attach. Add a relic. Another 500, 10% damage. Attach. Okay. Wasted some resources here now. Now we do the upgrade on a hammer. 3013 upgrade 357 spine breaker 11 12 spine breaker 4 spine breaker 5. That's about it. I don't have coin anymore. Handcrafting, armor weight reduction, 90 to reduce weight. So my hammer now is +4 with burning, stone, and a starborn egg. Burning, increased damage. Let's go. I like it.
You're back.
Let's roam around. And that's the hammer. Should be able to one-shot. Holy shit, man. You got a TP inside them. Ding! 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 We are to the cave. I love it. It's nice. Where is it? See what's the cave about. And where is the cave? Ding. 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 Wait, you fucking funny right now with this. 5 plus 4. Flooded mine. Let's see what it's about. Got points available again. Keg. Slightly harder enemies in a cave. Took quite a lot to kill. Quite a lot. What on earth? Bandits?
Stay sharp.
Peasants. Ding.
You fight like a
Motherfucker.
milkmaid.
Ding. Hammer's great. Ding. Ding. Man, how many of you are here? And why am I killing a desperate peasants? What on earth?
That's not right.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Ish. Dodge.
Yo,
Ding.
I'll teach you to respect me.
Next. Why am I killing peasants though? Why are the peasants aggressive?
You fight like a madman.
Did it. They died because of potatoes. What a fucking nerd am I? Where I kill a hag. I think. Yeah, that's where I kill a hag. Menu recipe. Summon Corpse Eater spell. A first summon spell. I literally set the entire build to play as a summoner. Although I don't know how it is. I doubt it's good, to be honest. You can summon a hag with this. You know, not my fault I found the hammer early on. You can clearly see that I one-shot. But it's not my fault. So this is where the hag was. Been up, looted. Now let's check what's here. Hags. Bunch of hags. And they know. Ding! 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 Get the fuck out. Ish. Are you shitting me? And you are kamikaze. Kamikaze. I don't want to know how much they hurt. How big is the fucking cave? There was that area where the peasants were as well. You don't have a map when you enter a dungeon. And battle axe. Fucking earth. Horseshoe. Or kill the peasants.
Be prepared for anything.
Show yourself!
Ding. Hey. For fucking real, you. How on earth do you go to him? Let's go.
I'll have your head on a pike.
Burning ember. Where the peasants were, it leads to the same spot towards the kegs. See what I missed. If I missed anything at all. An alchemy station. I remember where I killed them. Okay. See the stands. Nice. Catch club. Vrlo sam gladan. Secrets in a game. Am I done with a cave? Who knows what I missed? Maybe that thing I killed at the start was the mini boss of the map. So the entire map is about it. I don't know. It feels like it. Because both the peasant village and these idiots here, they lead to the same spot. I haven't seen anything else. I think that's it. Shouldn't be anything else. We just get out. Hammer. Hammer is epic. Absolutely epic. I go to the Blood Lake now. It's close by. Next gate. We got a Shrine of Forgotten God as well. So I won't discover new areas until I'm done with what I already discovered. For now. Need to chop wood. How do you even chop wood? And where? Tell me about Excalibur.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel. Seawall. He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty. A fierce, unwavering loyalty. To me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain.
Tell me about the Horns of the South.
Ah, the Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the Keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Level up. And I need 8 endurance to equip armor. So let's stick with endurance, I guess. And from the skill tree, increase armor value, increase weight threshold, endurance increases melee damage by 1% per point, extra armor, damage reduction, negation. Yes, we'll go with this, I guess, I don't know. Right. Blood transfusion. Okay. Угашена. Melody.
You shouldn't be here. This is no place for the living. Poor sod. I pity you. I think my name was Mallory. I wandered in search of meaning, until one night, a very special dream came to me. In that dream, a beautiful, towering flower whispered to me, "You will find me, if you want me, in the garden." And so, I resolved to seek that place. This is what I found, from the rain to the gutter. I suppose it's what lies beyond those ever-watching, ever-listening doors. They wait for our next move. Soon, it will all be decided. When we finish our little conversation, all will be set in motion.
Gather more strength.
That's a good question, but I do not know the answer. I've grown weary of seeking it. Too much time spent in a loop of nasty thoughts. You should not ask me. The Druids created this place. They called it the Hall of Trials, as they sought to find a worthy pet for themselves. We all wanted to see the garden, to learn something from those cunning vermin. I doubt they expected such an outcome themselves. I cannot. I am bound to it for eternity. The slaughter has come to pass.
awful affair. Brutal beyond measure. Many lives reduced to one. Just me, all on my lonesome. Humans have a rather dreadful tendency to descend into madness, especially when forced to live among others in a cage like that one. You could try counting. I grew tired of that long ago. We slaughtered one another until, after countless hours, I awoke from the frenzy, only to find there was nobody left to kill. Poor Alice and Edan. Those were the last two I killed. Those two I remember most clearly. Their bodies lie somewhere over there. It's staggering, isn't it? How many good lives have been wasted in this wretched place. Perhaps we should finish our conversation. There's no point in dragging it out anymore. If I could ask you one thing, try. Just try. I truly wish to leave this place for good.
Lead for good. Bedding sword, cricket shield, chestplate of the last man, face of the last man. 7 strength, 5 endurance, increase melee damage. 8 strength, 4 endurance. Encumbered. Which gem? And its greatest flaw is its endless yearning for meaning where none exists. Yikes.
There is no me.
Specs. Them ever smacks. Motto guest. Read one seal. Come, I didn't cook. And it's blocked. Like, come on! No! Straight in the eye.
The sealed gate.
Read. Need his seal. Seems like that's it here. But 1 second. Better back fast. Mm-hmm. What was Pridwen?
What a grim moment this is. I had hoped that poor wretch, Mallory, would be the last unfortunate trapped by the farce we created. We believed that only one whose heart burns with a powerful desire to find answers could pass through the gate dividing the garden from the Hall of Trials. The gate never opened for anyone before. After the battles in the hall, Mallory believed it would yield to him, but it did not. So he waited, trying to understand. As you can see, he eventually gave up. No, we were never certain he was the one we were looking for. We feared letting in someone unworthy. And in the end, we lost control. The soil began to drink blood. The garden started to change. We had no say in the matter. Other druids vanished, although their bodies remained. At a certain point, we reached an impasse. We realized we lacked an external factor. Someone with a different perspective, living matter with which we could collaborate. Of course, I should feel obliged to greet you at the very beginning. My name is Pridwen, and I am the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator. I know what this place used to be, but now the garden is tainted, like all of us. I assume this is the answer to the meaning we've been searching for. The first resurrection of Arthur shattered our understanding of the eternal cycle. It was beyond our comprehension. We needed to take a step back, and for that we needed a place of peace. The idea of a garden reminded us of the quiet murmur, and so we created the garden. We really believed that we could reinvent humanity in a world like that. Unthinkable. Even now, after so many years, the king was dragged back to the land of the living whenever humanity sought its legendary protector. It turned out to be abuse. To take the memory of a life so precious and full of potential and turn it into a cruel mockery, step by step, over and over, leading it to its inevitable degradation. Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have found the answers. The source of our doom is humanity itself. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy of our lives. That which makes us human is a hindrance that complicates everything. We never truly know what we are or the nature of our lives until we succumb to corruption, whether it is born of madness or the weirdness. The result remains the same. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. This place is like a terrifying mirror, and so it will remain, unless something is done to change it.
Spirituality, 12 or more.
All that Mallory was, you witnessed in the Hall of Trials. And you could only truly see it once it had been distorted. That is precisely what the weirdness does to a human. What has already happened cannot be undone. There is only one thing left to do, to bring it to an end. There is a sealed gate. Beyond it lies something that must be destroyed. Whether to face this terror or not, the choice is yours. If you consider that to be your path, then here, take the seal. Abomination born from a futile and wasted life, the child of our vain pursuits. I am
the seal. Straight to the door. Equip heal potions, this shit's hard. Holy shit, it's got summons as well. Doable though. I smack with a hammer just to see what I use from consumables. Need more healing, that's for sure. Classic heal potion. Mana shield. Speed. Permanently consumable. Dash speed for 10 seconds. Increases encumbrance limit permanently. Increase armor. I got ult. Should be fine with ult. Like, come on, spam more. Keeping ulti for the faster second phase. I'll try to whack her like 3 times and then go with ulti. This is way, way above my level. It's bad because I can't recover stamina at all. Tainted shell. Cursed Bloodblade. Increases lifesteal. It's one-hander. Strength, dex, endurance. Hammer is 10 times better. Tough boss. At least early on, it's very tough. Cool arena. There's a big problem with this boss. You can't recover stamina. Like, literally, you have 0 stamina recovery. Again, a life transfusion. Oh, look where we are. What happened with Pridwen? Quest is done. Pridwen will have something to say. Why gave a. And the Med Druids. There were some here, there's none. Not a single one? You?
Have you seen the flower?
Nah, still mad.
Returned. You reek of blood. You reek of purification. You've killed our child and set the fate of the garden on a new path. So, peace will come sooner than I expected. Now, at last, I shall have quiet and slumber. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty and die as it was always meant to. Thank you, Seeker.
2000 XP, Winged Spear. Are all druids dead? Holy shit. Ding. A wand here. I nearly missed that. Nah, I've been everywhere. I don't see any druids. They're gone. Huh? They're still idiots. What about a spear? Winged spear. Increase physical damage by 100% when below 50% of maximum mana. Strength dex. Two-hander. Can probably reach far. Hexbound wand. Blocking. Parrying. Restores health after killing an enemy. Okay. We can get out. I did the village, the crypt, the cave, and the blood cave in 3 hours. All of that thanks to the freaking hammer. Sure. Weird, I thought the blood pool was gone. Beautiful game. Overall, a beautiful game. We did a lot. And now there's only this left. Shrine of the Forgotten Gods. And to close up quests. And then to the new areas here. We're gonna play all of that tomorrow. For tonight I'm done because it's 1 AM. I woke up early. I barely slept because of the extreme heat. I just can't anymore. Tomorrow it's gonna be a longer stream, at least 8 hours tomorrow. I'll try to start in like 15 hours from now. And we're gonna play the entire day. So, people, thanks for watching. And I'll be seeing you back tomorrow. Or better to say in 15 hours. I'm off to bed. I'm that tired.